Vanilla Minecraft multiplayer gives you nothing. No voice chat, no grief protection, no way to find your items after you die. These 10 mods fix all of that. Over 600 million downloads between them, and one of them almost nobody's heard of yet. Starting our countdown at number 10, Traveler's Backpack. 17 million downloads, and if you play on an SMP, you'll understand why instantly. The single biggest pain of multiplayer survival is hauling loot across a massive shared world, and vanilla inventory space just doesn't cut it. Traveler's Backpack gives you a huge wearable storage pack you carry on your back, with dozens of craftable, upgradable variants. But it's far more than storage. Every backpack has built-in tool slots, 2 fluid tanks for water or lava, and a crafting grid you can open anywhere. Best of all, a built-in sleeping bag. Sleep through the night out in the wild without ever carrying a bed. For long expeditions between bases, deep mining trips, and nether runs, this is the mod that makes SMP travel actually bearable. Fabric, Forge, and Neoforge. Number 9. Death Recap. 103 downloads, another one the SMP community hasn't found yet. When you die on a server, the clock starts immediately. Items despawn in 5 minutes, and other players can grab them before you get back. Death Recap gives you the exact coordinates where you died, the dimension, the biome, and a full inventory list of what you lost the moment you respawn. An arrow on your HUD points you back with a live countdown timer. You can pull up a log of your last 50 deaths with the H key. Client side works on any server with no mods required on the server side. Number 8. Lifesteal. Over 200,000 downloads. If you've ever watched the Lifesteal SMP series on YouTube, this mod brings that exact mechanic to your own world. The concept is brutal and simple. Kill another player, steal one of their hearts. They lose maximum health permanently. You gain it. Keep winning and you become harder to kill. Lose all your hearts and you're eliminated from the server. It turns a normal SMP into a survival elimination hybrid where every PvP fight has permanent stakes. Not just resources, your ability to stay in the game. The mod includes configurable heart limits, respawn logic, and custom elimination behavior. Fabric, Forge, and Neoforge. Number 7. Dynmap. Around 1.1 million downloads. This mod installs on the server and creates a live, browser-accessible web map of your entire world, rendered in real time as players explore. You can open it on your phone, share it with your server members, and see where every player is at any moment. Every structure, every biome, every chunk that's been loaded, shown on a zoomable overhead map. It's what Hermitcraft uses. It's what dozens of large community servers run. And once your players see a full overhead view of the world they've built together, it changes how they think about the server permanently. Worth installing on any SMP. Number 6. Claim Chunk. 7.8 million downloads. The unavoidable SMP problem. Griefers. Claim Chunk lets players claim individual chunks as their own territory. Other players cannot break blocks, open chests, or place anything inside your claimed land. You get a map showing which chunks are claimed and who owns them. The chunk-based grid system is easy to understand and works consistently. No complex region drawing, no permission headaches. You claim it, you own it. For any SMP that wants to survive more than 1 week, some form of land protection is mandatory. Claim Chunk is the cleanest implementation of that idea. Number 5. Origins. 20 million downloads. This mod does something no other SMP mod does. It gives every player a different starting identity. You pick a species at game start. Merling lets you breathe underwater and swim at full speed, but you take damage on dry land. Endarian can teleport on command, but is damaged by water. Blazeborn is immune to fire and lava, but can't eat most food. Each origin has unique abilities and matching weaknesses that change how you play the entire game. On an SMP server, this creates natural team dynamics. Different players are good at different things, which drives real collaboration and roleplay. That's why Origins became the defining mod for competitive and story-focused SMPs everywhere. Fabric, Forge, and Neoforge, 1.16 through 1.21. Number 4. Essential. 83 million downloads. Essential is the multiplayer social layer that Minecraft never shipped with. It adds a friend system, direct messaging, cosmetics, and emotes that work across any server. The cosmetics, capes, hats, wings, animated effects, are optional visual additions that don't touch gameplay. But the biggest feature is world hosting. Essential lets you open your single-player world to friends with a single click. No server setup, no port forwarding, no external service. Your computer becomes the server and friends connect directly. For small groups who just want to play together without maintaining a dedicated server, this is the answer. 83 million players agree. Fabric, Forge, and Neoforge, 1.8 through 1.21. Number 3, GraveStone, 87 million downloads. When you die in vanilla Minecraft, your items scatter on the ground and start despawning. On a server, other players can walk by and take everything you own, accidentally or intentionally. GraveStone fixes this with one mechanic. When you die, a gravestone spawns at your death location with your entire inventory locked inside. Only you can open it. No one else can loot it. You get a death compass pointing you back to the grave. The stone disappears when you retrieve everything. Simple, reliable, fair. It's the single most important quality of life change for any SMP where players don't completely trust each other, which is every SMP. Number 2, Simple Voice Chat, 100 million downloads. Proximity voice chat built directly into Minecraft, and that sounds like a minor feature until you actually use it. The closer you are to another player, the louder their voice. If they're across the map, you can't hear them at all. That distance-based audio turns multiplayer from a text chat experience into something that feels like actually sharing a space with real people. You hear your friend's voice fade as they wander off to mine. You hear someone approaching your base before you see them on the map. You stumble across two players having a conversation on the other side of a hill. It rewires the social dynamic of the entire server. Fabric, Forge, and Neoforge, 1.8 through 1.21. And at number 1, Waystones, 287 million downloads, the most downloaded SMP mod by a wide margin. The problem it solves is obvious. When you play on an SMP server long enough, the world becomes enormous. Spawn is hours from your base. Your base is hours from the Nether Hub. Community farms, trading posts, and other players' builds are scattered across thousands of blocks. Waystones adds placeable stone pillars that work as fast travel destinations. Place one at your base, one at spawn, one at the community farm. Any player on the server can discover your Waystone and add it to their travel list. Teleporting costs XP or is free depending on server settings. It makes the shared world feel smaller and more connected, without a single server command. 287 million downloads. Fabric, Forge, and Neoforge, 1.12 through 1.21. Quick plug, the mod at number 9, Death Recap, is one of ours. It's free, client-side, and works on any server you join. No setup required. We make a whole lineup of free Minecraft mods, all linked in the description below. That's the list. Drop a like if this helped you put together your next SMP, and subscribe for new mod countdowns every week. Tell me in the comments which SMP mod I missed. See you in the next one.